So it's now apparently 100% confirmed that Apple will soon be launching a touchscreen MacBook. Or maybe several touchscreen MacBooks. This will be the first time macOS has been seen officially on a touchscreen device. For decades, Apple has obstinately resisted making a touchscreen MacBook. In fact, way back in 2010, Steve Jobs famously said this about touchscreens on laptops.
It doesn't work. It's ergonomically terrible.
Well, 5 years before the MacBook Ultra was even a rumor, I built my own touchscreen MacBook and used it for the best part of a year. So was Steve Jobs right? When I say built, I mean that literally. I bought all of the parts, put them together into a working laptop, and then installed macOS. I'd long been a fan of Dell's XPS laptops, but not of Windows. So when I heard that the XPS was one of the most Hackintoshable PC laptops out there, I decided to get one. But they were very expensive, so instead of just buying one, I bought all of the parts instead, and saved myself about $300 in the process. After waiting for all of the parts to arrive, putting all of the parts together, and then getting it to post, it was finally time to install macOS. Luckily, thanks to the XPS's popularity, there were already several repositories on GitHub with pre-made EFI folders for installing and running macOS on the XPS. So, instead of reinventing the wheel, I downloaded one from a GitHub user called Dubayu. I used that EFI as a base and then made a few changes in OpenCore auxiliary tools, like updating it to the latest version of OpenCore and generating a new serial number. Then it was over to my M1 MacBook to download macOS and create the installation USB. And half an hour later, I was into a fully working macOS with touch support. So how well does macOS actually work as a touchscreen OS? All of the usual gestures worked flawlessly. Tap to click, pinch to zoom, panning using 2 fingers, swiping left and right with 3 fingers to switch between spaces. Everything worked just as you would expect if you've ever used an iPad. But there was one major problem. There was literally nothing I interacted with on this touchscreen that I wouldn't have been more comfortable doing with a trackpad or a mouse. The gadgets are just too small and fingers are too inaccurate. It makes it feel like you're trying to perform microsurgery with a sledgehammer. Holding your arm outstretched for minutes at a time is tiring, and the screen wobbles when you touch it. So Apple are going to have to make some significant changes to macOS if they want it to work well with a touchscreen. Effectively, they're going to have to turn macOS, optimized for trackpads, keyboards and mice, into iPadOS, optimized for fingers and stylus. But since they already have a device perfectly suited for iPadOS, in the shape of the iPad, why would they even want to do this? I ended up keeping this laptop for about a year, using it as a second laptop alongside my M1 MacBook Air. But apart from using the touch to skim through videos occasionally, I found myself using the trackpad 90% of the time. The form factor of a laptop just isn't suited to using touch. While it's a fun novelty to use a touchscreen in macOS, it's a novelty that wears off fairly quickly in line with the aches in your arms. I found myself constantly wanting to turn the laptop flat so that the screen was horizontal, which is exactly what Steve Jobs said 16 years ago.
Touch surfaces want to be horizontal, hence pads.
Apple's touchscreen MacBook Ultra is reportedly set for launch later this year, so it remains to be seen what changes they're going to be making with the OS. Hopefully it doesn't end up just being another expensive novelty that practically nobody uses. So what do you think? Would you buy a touchscreen Mac? Do you think it's a good idea, or did Steve Jobs have it right all along? Let me know down in the comments and I'll see you in the next one.